in case it was muted, the last hadith, the last video. I wasn't able to review the video, but I did touch up on one of the settings to make sure that it's not muted. So inshallah, if you look at on the right side of the video, there is a banner that shows what kind of programs we're planning for the month of Ramadan. We have a hadith after Fajr. Right now we're doing it at 6:30. We'll move it much more earlier because most brothers and sisters will be waking up for suhoor, inshallah, and then afterwards praying their Fajr as soon as it comes in. And then as soon as we pray Salatul Fajr, inshallah, within a few minutes we'll do the hadith, so then people can continue with their day afterwards. We will be doing community programs where Sheikh Taha and Sheikh Saad will be giving lectures. Their topics and everything will be uploaded online, so you can see ahead of time. We'll also have on Saturdays words of wisdom before the iftar, including a dua and probably an adhan as well, right before the suhoor, inshallah. For the normal days, for around Salatul Isha, maybe a few minutes before Salatul Isha comes in, we'll have a Quran reflection, and afterwards we'll have a juz'a of Quran to be recited from different qaris every night, so that we can complete the whole recitation by the end of Ramadan. It will be a different qari, so everybody can sort of have a different feel and listen to a different style every night. And if you prefer one style over the other, we will post a link of the website which we're utilizing to listen to the Quran, and you can listen to the qari of your choice. However, just so we can see if somebody wants to copy a certain reciter, or somebody wants to just listen to a certain reciter. We're just trying to give all different styles to see what resonates with who, inshallah. So we're going to read the hadith today, and today will be the last day that we're doing it this time. Inshallah, from tomorrow on we'll do it much more earlier, closer to when the Fajr comes in, as opposed to after the Fajr finishes. عن أنس رضي الله عنه أن النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم جاء إلى سعد بن عبادة رضي الله عنه فجاء بخبز وزيت فأكل، ثم قال النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم: أفطر عندكم الصائمون وأكل طعامكم الأبرار وصلت عليكم الملائكة. رواه أبو داود بإسناد صحيح. So in this hadith, Anas radiallahu anhu narrates that the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam came to Sa'd ibn Ubadah radiallahu anhu. So he brought the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam some bread and some oil, and the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam ate. Then the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said and made this dua: May those who are fasting break their fast with you. May the righteous eat your food, and may the angels send their blessings upon you and pray for you. Narrated by Abu Dawood بإسناد صحيح. So inshallah, with the Prophet ﷺ over here teaches us a wonderful dua whenever we are a guest to at anyone's house. And you just look at the type of dua the Prophet ﷺ makes over here. It just shows us the importance of different deeds and how we should be searching for certain individuals to make sure that we get the reward. One of them is people who are fasting. That if we can get them to break their fast with us, or we can be the cause of them breaking their fast when it's time for iftar, it's tremendous, to the point where the Prophet ﷺ makes this dua for someone, includes it as part of a dua. And you see that it's sort of a tradition amongst many neighbors, Muslim neighbors, where in the month of Ramadan they try to spread around food, and everybody sends a plate to the other person's house. This is a very good act and a very good deed where people can get a lot of reward by doing so. And even on top of that, like after the month of Ramadan, it takes a special amount of effort for people to go and search who is fasting, who needs something, and they try to help and ease that fast by either making a plate for them or making some food for them, so they don't have to go through that effort, and pretty much not taking, but just getting that reward as well, because both people get 100% of the reward. That's how merciful Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is. So really it's a beautiful dua, and it's also a good dua to show us what kind of focus we should be having, who we should be trying to feed. There's obviously certain individuals that are a necessity. For example, people that are poor, people that don't have much. They're a necessity, and they have a right upon us. We don't sit back at our house and be like, well, there's no beggars that came today, so I don't have to do anything. That's not fulfilling the responsibility. Fulfilling the responsibility is who needs something, who has a financial need, who is in a situation that's hard. Let me look for these people. And we, not individually, but maybe we can do it through programs, maybe we can do it through the masajid, but we try to find a way to make sure that we can that we can find these individuals and help them when they're needed. And also similarly, the same thing goes to those who are fasting as well, that we look for them and we try to find out who usually fasts on a Monday, Thursday, give them a call, try to help them out, make it easy for them, and that's where the reward comes in. So inshallah, it's a very good dua. We should memorize it, and the whole point of du'as is not just to say, that we don't want to get this habit of just saying a dua and just going, but it's also a focus that brings us that over here, what are we focused on? We're focused on 3 different things. 1, we look for people who are fasting to help them break their fast. 2, we try to find righteous people to also eat with us and invite them, that we get share their word, because when we feed them, they're getting that energy to do more righteous deeds. And that's the kind of reward that we want. And it doesn't mean that only righteous people should be eating with us. Obviously, we invite other people, or we try to be a means of guidance for everyone, and so they can be a means of guidance for us as well. And finally, that there's this whole spiritual realm that we're always doing these kinds of good deeds. There's mala'ikas constantly making dua for us. So I just noticed that the banner is being blocked a little bit by the extra logo on the bottom. So the Quran recitation, it is on the website, the exact date and time. I don't want to quote it right now. You can just look on the website for it. We did set the Quran ages to be from young ages. Usually the first age goes up to 6 years old. It's 5 to 6, but sometimes even 4-year-olds join in, and it goes up to 18. So we haven't done anything over 18 yet. There hasn't been much, too many people haven't been asking for it, but we could do it. But even for the 18-year-olds, very few people join to do that age group. So it's only a few kids. The main age groups that we've seen are either the 5 to 6 year olds, the 7 to 10, the 11 to 14, and after that we don't get much interest. If we do get interest, we'll be glad to do up to 18 and even over 18, inshallah, for in the future, so that everybody can be included. But until we see some kind of interest, we haven't done it yet. So if you wish for that to be, if you're asking for over 18, we don't have it yet, but if you want, we can start something, inshallah. Just send me an email, imam@mccsandiego.org, and requesting that, and we can start it up, inshallah. Jazakumullah khairan. Inshallah, tonight will be the first night of Ramadan. Ramadan will start at Maghrib time, inshallah. When it starts, it is the time, even though there's no fasting today, we will start the program, the night program, which is the reflection of the Quran at 8:30, inshallah. And then afterwards we'll have the recitation of the first juz of Quran with the meaning that people can listen to and enjoy, inshallah. And then they can pray their tarawih as well amongst their family. Jazakumullahu khairan. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.